Hello, folks. I want to come on today. I'm talking today out of sheer disappointment. Sheer disappointment. On my channel, I talk about a lot of things. I mostly talk about housing vulnerability, how it impacts different people around the world, how social media and the mainstream media, especially, doesn't give it any sort of attention. It's just, an invisible topic, as we all know. But I've been working for this for like the past probably 7 or 8 years since I lost my own housing. And I've done a lot of things. I have, one thing I do is create roles. I sing, I put together different, what would you call it? Sort of like musical videos, just my interpretation of things. And one thing I had done last year was, um, one thing I'd done last year, sorry, a notice came in. One thing I'd done last year was actually did a video of depicting a woman who was living on the streets, dreaming of Christmas. Because, this thing can happen to any of us. You see somebody sitting by the side of the road and you think, oh, that person must have been a drug addict. That person must have, must be incredibly mentally ill. That person, all these things. And I just wanted to show that it can happen to anyone in my own way, So I played the role. I actually put the whole thing together, sort of loosely based on my own experience. Um, and I put it on Facebook, and, I only ran it one day, but, it got like a few thousand views and, some comments and that sort of thing. But I ran it near the end of Christmas, so I said, next Christmas I better be on it and run it again early, kind of Mariah Carey style. She gets started like right after Halloween. And a lot of these people, they get started right off. So long story short, that's what I did. And today I said, I'm traditionalist, okay? I'm a baby boomer. I believe in things happening after Thanksgiving, okay? So after Thanksgiving, I said, you know what? I'm going to go on and I'm going to promote it. I'm going to promote this video. I haven't been doing the things like I'm supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is build your audience up. So one or two of you may even get this because I'm not out there like that. But in any event, that's what I did. I said I was going to boost it so that people could just kind of get that depiction. Not necessarily follow me, but just sort of get that depiction of, what it's like. And I got ready to boost it, and it said boost isn't available right now. And then I dug deeper, and I found out that I believe the count, I'm not really familiar because I don't go on that much. I got to start getting familiar with all this stuff now. I think it said the account was deactivated. And I'm like, what? What? And then, God would have it, the night before, I was listening to a woman's video. And I'm going to try to put it up here because I always give credit to where credit is due. It just doesn't come to me right now because I just found her. And that's another thing. I just found her. So this word was for me. And she said how black women are treated in social media. How women who try to empower each other, for example, especially black women, are treated terribly. And we're talking about Facebook, actually. We're talking about Facebook. We're not talking about any Facebook and Instagram. And she was talking about how her site is all about giving statistics of how black women live, just empowering black women. And she said she can't post anymore. And anytime you uplift black women, there's always going to be, unfortunately, a black male waiting on the sidelines to not only criticize or offer their opinion, but to say incredibly derogatory, demeaning things. And that's what happened to her. And she reported those people because they were, probably doing some things that shouldn't even be allowed. They weren't deactivated. They are still up and running, but she was taken down. She can't post. So we've got this whole sort of thing where we're realizing some of the systems in place that cause black women to be on the lower rungs of society. It's not just sort of happenstance, as we can see, as she is revealing in this particular video. So, for example, if you just look at the hierarchy throughout the ages, look at the Voting Rights Act. The Voting Rights Act came to black men before it came to black women, before it came to white women. White women were upset that the so-called N-word people were getting the right to vote, men, before they could, but that's the hierarchy of our world. White men, black men. Men stick together. I mean, that's just the way it goes. I'm not making this up, but that's just the hierarchy. Black men are below white men, or white men, black men, and then the white woman got the right to vote, and closely behind that came the black woman. But you see where we are, because when the black woman also fought for the right to vote, she had to contend with the white woman fighting her. We talk about the whole women's right movement, and there was a lot of contention, a lot of argument, a lot of pushback from white women to not let black women have the right. So it's basically, if you want to put it in sort of, a hierarchy, it's going to be white men, black men, white women, black woman. So we have sort of historically been at the lowest rung. And for someone trying to empower black women, it looks as though the powers that be at Facebook are encouraging that, are playing into that, I should say. I want to make that come out right, that they're playing into that whole sort of dynamic. So, I say that to say this. So when I got ready to post mine, then it occurred to me, I said, this lady is so right. And what she was basically saying, that black women of all stripes, we need to stick together, empower each other, because we live in a system that will repeatedly, continuously keep us down if we aren't empowered enough to fight back against it, to empower ourselves to withstand what goes on. So I'm going to post my Christmas video here. I have to post it here. It'll probably be in a later post. I'm not going to put it in here. Maybe I'll put one of those, because I haven't been doing YouTube, and that's my bad. I say anything you want to get results from, you've got to, study. And so I've got to work on getting the link so that you can watch it. And I'm going to put it in a different video too. And I hope you'll watch it. I hope you'll share it. All of that good stuff. Especially with other women, because I depict a homeless woman, and we have been left out. We have been left out of discussion, the street woman. So we've got another hierarchy going on. You've got the black, you've got the white male, the black male, the white woman, the black woman, and now the street woman. Again, and we're below all women. We went to the Women's March that we weren't even considered. We're sitting on the side of the road. We aren't even visible. We aren't even in the minds of people. So I do this video so at least we can sort of start thinking about it without sort of being nauseated about that this is a real person, that we're real people. That's what mainstream media, and mainstream media has been strategic. It's by no accident that the homeless woman doesn't receive, or any homeless person is perceived in the way that, in which we are. Many people have become homeless, many people, but we are continually demeaned in the media, made fun of, just as any other demographic. And we need to start recognizing that all marginalized people have merit and are human, and start to empower people across our country and world who are in those demographics, so to speak. So I hope you will watch the video. It's called Homeless Woman Dreams of Christmas, is what it's called. Starring yours truly. I put it together. And again, like I said, I hope you'll share it with people. And I hope if you found me today that you'll subscribe and that you'll like my videos, because you know the way this algorithm works, the more likes I get, the more likes a video gets. It tells, you know, YouTube that, okay, this has merit, and they push it out to more people, and more people can join into the fun. And do that for all Black women whose videos you like. You know, let's learn to play the game the right way. All right, this has been Lit. This is Lit's Talk. And happy holidays, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.